Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kalia Monique, and today's video is about coping strategies. So, especially with COVID, I just feel like mental health, y'all, it's just, whew. Like, it has been almost a year since COVID started, in 2020. And since we had to start wearing masks and quarantining, and of course, all of that brought a lot of loneliness, a lot of time at home, a lot of time away from friends and family, a lot of times not being able to do our normal hobbies and, positive outlets like working out and, going to just like group outings and, sports and all of the stuff that normally we used to do, going to church, like stuff that would give us some solace, some peace of mind, some relief from, whatever's going on. So that has basically not been a thing in 1 year now, which is crazy. And so, of course, we found different ways. We've done, found Zoom meetings, and we found, virtual church and all of that. But to me, honestly, it's just not the same. And you can't go anywhere without thinking about COVID and about, just not feeling at ease because of that. So then that's stressing you out and giving you anxiety. Like, y'all, it's a whole thing. And I definitely have dealt with some anxiety in my past. I've never been diagnosed with depression or anything, and I don't really feel like that's something that I usually have an issue with unless there's like a specific thing. Like, of course, if somebody dies, or if, some type of life situation. But to me, COVID has kind of been that life situation. Like, that kind of has been like, got me on edge, like, like walking a real fine line, which is normal. And literally, this is most Americans. Like, right now, drug abuse is at an all-time high. Alcohol use is at an all-time high. Domestic violence is at an all-time high. Child abuse is at an all-time high. Like, all of these things because we are just cooped up in the house and we are stressed. Like, we just seeing death everywhere with COVID, you know what I'm saying? And y'all, it's a lot. So, and so basically this video I want to make just to remind you that there are positive ways to cope, okay? And I'm preaching to myself. Okay, like most of the videos I make is for me too, like, because I be trying to motivate and inspire and remind my own self as well, and I know that there are other people that's going through the same exact thing as me. So I just want to, share my experience and share, my tips and everything. And of course, it's always easier said than done, which is why it's still an everyday thing that I have to remind myself, and I have to, consciously make an effort to not buy some wine on the way home or whatever. We ain't gonna name my issues, but I also, one of my biggest, negative coping things is food. And so for the past 2.5 going on 3 months, I have been on keto diet or like a low carb diet, and it has really been working. I've been losing weight, but for the past 2 weeks, I have been very, very stressed. Okay. And we ain't gonna go into what's stressing me out, but just know I'm stressed, okay? And pizza been my best friend, okay? And somehow God has, he been fighting off the fats, fighting all them carbs for me, because I haven't really gained none of the weight back, but I know it's just a matter of time before that happens. And also, it's more just the principle of like, this is not a healthy way to deal with my emotions. And like, in my head, I'm like, pizza is better than doing crack. Like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's still not healthy because I'm not dealing with the real issues, or I'm not finding a better outlet. You know what I'm saying? And before these 2 weeks, y'all, I was doing yoga, meditation. I was a new me. And as soon as life hits you, you be like, yoga where? Like, I can't even sit down for 5 minutes to even get into that Zen spot because it's just so much, you feel me, on my mind. And so, or maybe that's just an excuse. Because I'm like, go do yoga meditation or watch Netflix with some pizza and some ice cream. I'm gonna go for the latter, okay? So, I I just really have to remind myself, like, Aaliyah, this is not healthy. First of all, you about to be big again. Okay, so get your life together. And second of all, like, it's just not healthy. Like, for me to just be coming home and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just get a whole bottle of wine that I know I'm gonna drink by myself and a whole pizza. Like, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what are the issues? How can you fix them? How can you work through them while also, you know, positively dealing with them, you know, dealing with your emotions and everything. So one of my favorite things to do, and of course all of these things you feel like are impossible too because you're a mom or you got, you know, 3 jobs or whatever you got going on, but one of my favorite things is to take a bath. Okay, y'all, like I'm talking about going all out bath, like bath salts, oil, you know what I'm saying, candle, relaxation music, lights dimmed, you know what I'm saying. That's one of my favorite things because for me, I can just literally clear my mind and like just block out the whole world when I'm in the bathtub. Okay, so another one is the yoga and meditation, which both of those do take some practice, but you can always start with super beginner poses or just start with a 3-minute meditation. Like, it ain't got to be a 30-minute thing, like just something to block out everything and to just kind of find your center, find your peace. Like, just get yourself together for a minute. For real, cause y'all. Another thing is music. Like, for me, I love listening to music, but then I be having to filter out, like, if I'm going through some relationship things and I start listening to, you feel me, some Cardi B, Be Careful With Me, I'm going to get more toxic instead of less. Okay, so that's one thing that I had to start realizing is like, dang, some of this music is getting me more of my feelings. Like, some of this music is actually negatively impacting me versus positively what I thought it was doing. You feel me? So now I've been trying to find music that's calming, that's uplifting. I've been trying to, you know, listen to gospel music or, you know, just some type of motivational, like something that I know is actually going to help me feel better and not worse. Okay. Because not all music is meant to calm and center and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And so another thing I also love to do is to write, like whether it is writing music or poems or just writing your feelings, journaling, like just getting how you feel out there sometimes really can make a big difference in, you know, how you feel. Like, you're writing and you might feel like you done told somebody off, but really you just wrote down those emotions. So you can write down positive, bad, how your day was. You can cuss somebody out. You can write a letter to somebody but never actually give it to them. Like, whatever you feel like pouring out, because a lot of times we want to talk to somebody, but first of all, I'm a private person. Like, I don't like talking to somebody about my problems. You ain't gonna be all up in my business, you feel me? Later on down the line, try to bring up some not me, not I. So then that causes me to just internalize everything and just bottle everything up because I feel like there's no outlet for me to say this. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody about it. I'm not in that mood, or I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? So for me to write it is like telling your best friend what the heck is going on, you know? Or if you're a person to pray, prayer is that same type of thing. Like writing or, you know, talking out loud to yourself or talking to God or whatever. You know who gonna tell? Like, and trust me, sometimes just saying how bad your day was, you feel so much better. Like, I had the worst day at work. I could just be driving my car like, bro, this day freaking sucks. It was horrible. I'm so salty, da-da-da-da. And then after I say it, it's like a weight is lifted off of me. You know, just being honest. Like, a lot of times we're not honest with ourselves. We're not honest. Just be honest. Why do we gotta fake it and come home and be like, my day was good? And then inside you just boiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, just get it out there, okay? Just get it out somehow to somebody. I'm trying to think, what else do I like to do? Go on a walk, do an exercise. There's a whole bunch of exercises online. This week we gonna have some 40-50 degree weather and it ain't gonna be negative, so maybe you can go on a walk, go to the gym if you feel, you know, safe for COVID and everything. Doing some type of physical activity, first of all, it just releases hormones to your brain and everything, and it just makes you feel a lot better. And then also it like helps you to blow off steam, because if you run and you all mad like, I'm about to run, da, da, da. But it's productive. You know what I'm saying? That's better than just sitting at home eating ice cream. Like, shoot. So y'all just know, you know, and for every person, these things are going to be different, but these are kind of what works for me. But please just know that you are not alone, you know, with whatever you're struggling with, and that there is someone to talk to, or there is something to do that is healthy. You know, the fact that, you know, research shows that drug use and alcohol use and all of that stuff is so elevated right now. It just shows that we need more education. Like when you're in school, they're not teaching you healthy coping methods. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching you what's the alternative to smoking weed, or what's the alternative to, you know what I'm saying, like arguing with somebody or whatever. Like, they're just telling us that this stuff is bad. They're like, oh, don't drink every day. Oh, don't do that. This is bad for you. This is bad for your body. This, and that. But there are ways, you know. And once you start cutting back on whatever those unhealthy things are, it's not going to be easy, okay? Like, it will not. You're going to be about to cry at the end of the day. Like, I just really want X, Y, and Z. I just really be about to cry because I want some pizza, okay? I really want some pizza right now. But you know what? I'm going to make this pita bread or whatever. Or like, I'm going to, you know, go find me some keto pizza instead of ordering Donatos that I love. Like, there are ways through it. There are ways, you know, to get to a more positive lifestyle, you know, and to kind of deal with, you know, one of the main things too is like, you know, when you're in that depressed stage and you just don't want to get up. Like, your house look a mess, you ain't taking no shower. Like, just getting up and taking a shower can really make a difference. Like, getting up and organizing your room, you know, can really put you in a whole different mood, okay? And this is something that I just now had to do. Like, I hadn't recorded a YouTube video in 1 week, and you know, it was something that I was doing on the regular. Like, every day I was excited. Like, what am I going to do for my YouTube page? And then it got to the point where I'm like, bro, I don't want to get up. Like, I look a mess. I feel a mess. I'm not about to sit up here and fake smile for people. You know, I'm not about to sit up here and act like I care. I don't. Like, this is real. Like, this is really something that I go through, that other people go through. Like, when stuff happens in your life, like, you just get into a mood sometimes. And you know, we can push past it. Like, we can find ways to deal with our issues that, you know, don't negatively affect us or affect people around us, you know? And so, one of those things too is like doing my YouTube. Like, even though I procrastinated for a week, like, now that I'm doing it, it's like, this is really, you know, something to me that is therapeutic. So really find what that thing is for you. And, you know, commit to doing it. Because if we do it on every single day, if I would have in the beginning of my, you know, the beginning of my little depressive stages, the first day, if I would have pushed myself to get up and do yoga, if I would have pushed myself to get up and, you know what I'm saying, make a YouTube video, like, it kind of would have gave me something to hold on to. But instead, I just kind of allow myself, which I do think you have to allow yourself that time to kind of be in your feelings and everything. But, like, make a time limit. Like, okay, Kalia, today I'm going to be sad. Today I'm going to be in the bed. Today I'm not going to do nothing. But tomorrow, we back at it. You know, because that one day so quickly turns into 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Like, before you know it, you're like, bro, where did this start? Like, what set me off? Like, what got me here? And you don't even know, okay? And I've been there before. So I am proud of myself that this time was only 1 week of me being in my feelings and not being productive, okay? But that 1 week set me back a couple pounds on my weight loss. And now I got to retrain my brain back to the no carb life. Like, but every single day I was like, tomorrow I'm not going to go back to eating healthy. It just depends. I'm going to see how I feel. Like, no, Kalia, tomorrow you're going to get your life together. Okay, that's what you're going to do. Because we ain't got time for this. Okay? Like, but yes, y'all. Okay, take a bath, go on a walk, write, listen to some music, create some art. Like, do something, you know, do something for yourself. Do something, you know, calming. Do something productive. Don't just be drinking your life away, smoking your life away, calling your ex boo thing or whatever else you do, okay? And I ain't here to judge. I ain't here to point out what you do, what I do. You don't even know all that either. But just know that there are alternatives. There are better, productive ways, and you will feel so much better in the end once you pick those positive options, right? So we can get through this. Listen, I feel like COVID ain't never gonna be over. I feel like we're gonna be on lockdown forever. It feels like, you know, winter time is going to last always, but it won't, okay? So do something. Okay, I got y'all back if you need me. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you know, take something away from this. If you are going through, you know, some similar things, or even if you're not, even if you're the most happiest place in your life, like just know that, you know, start swapping out some of those negative things that you do for some positive things, right? And your life will really, really turn around, and you will really thank yourself in the end. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.